Don't lose your way with each passing day. You've come so far, don't throw it away. Live believing, dreams are for weaving, wonders are...
What do you think is going through people's minds right now, those who are experiencing the suffering right now?
Oh, I'm sure they've gone beyond, fear to anger, pain. I mean, people have lost lives. People are sick. That water out there cannot be very lovely at all. I mean, it's got to be some of the yuckiest stuff that's around, with everything that would be growing in it and adding to it on a daily basis. So I'm sure they've gone from that initial survival mode probably into anger, and they might be be a bit more demanding, and rightly so. The government, the people around need to help. But I think at the same time, if you go back and also think about what Gina Lopez was telling us, and how they're trying to move people away from, for 40 years we haven't had a rainfall like that, or 50 years, 42 or whatever it was. So folks just built out over Laguna de Bay, and over it and over it and further out over it and further out over it, and then so when the whole thing rose, for that 40 years worth of creeping into the Laguna de Bay, those people all lost what they had. So those folks need to be resettled someplace that's a lot safer and can be a lot more productive.
Words are swaying, someone is praying, please let us come home to stay. If we hold on together, I know
I think Brent Cares has been an absolutely vital part. I mean, I had the opportunity, I wrote about it on the website, I had the opportunity to speak personally with the mayor a couple of weeks ago, and Brent was the sole source of relief effort for them in that first week or so, until, because again, everybody was focusing on Cainta and Marikina, and they didn't realize the extent to which the suffering was down here. We sort of did. I mean, we actually held school. We asked everybody to open their hearts and their pocketbooks, and the community responded overwhelmingly. And we ended up with enough supplies. And our first effort was to Binyan, not knowing really that they had no other source. And so, again, those first couple of weeks, we were the source of the food, the rice, the noodles, the blankets, the old clothing, etc. For the folks that had lost everything. And initially, the displaced people around Laguna de Bay is like 500,000. I mean, it was an incredible number.
Right. And just to end, what do you think? What can you say to those who have the opportunity to help?
Oh, I've always been, in terms of service learning, this is a bit of service learning, but I've always been of the opinion that putting your body on the line versus, going to Dad and say, hey, Pop, we're having a some sort of bake sale or something for the victims, can I have 500 pesos? Rather than, doing it in monetary stuff, going out there and seeing what's going on. I'll go tomorrow with with this ABS-CBN donation, but being hauling stuff out there, working for the people, interacting with them. My Tagalog, unfortunately, is not that great, but being able to find out what they're thinking and what they're needing. And I think one of the things that the councils can do before maybe this Mignon charity Christmas charity drive, excuse me, is they might be able to find out exactly what kinds of things people really need. I mean, you don't want to give them a whole lot of plastic when they don't need it, or a whole lot of noodles when they've got a bunch of that already happening. But what do they need? And if we can find out their needs and then target those buckets specifically to what they need to get by.
We hold on together. I know our dreams will never die. Dreams see us through to forever, as high as souls can fly.